Hey everybody, hope everyone's doing well today. Tabitha here. So I thought we'd get a message out for today to see what's going on in the sky. I'm an oracle, channeler, intuitive, card reader, spiritualist, vlogger, and crafter. So we're going to see what the message is for what's going on in the sky today. How are you all today? I hope everyone's doing well, and thank you all so much for connecting with me. So let me put the focus on. I'm gonna read from what the World Wide Web shares with us first of what's going on with this Mars Saturn sextile, and then I'll do a bit of channeling to see what the Most High and the Word shares with me, okay, or with us. So with today's Mars Saturn sextile, it gives us a rare cosmic combo: the drive to get things done and the discipline not to burn out. Mars in fast paced Gemini fuels your ideas and curiosity, while Saturn in steady Aries provides the structure needed to turn passing thoughts into real, lasting plans. This alignment brings several specific opportunities and energies. It gives you the opportunity to talk and take action. I was mentioning that in yesterday's message, if I can recall. It says if you have been stuck on a stalled task or a scattered to do list, this energy helps you clarify exactly what to do next without rushing the finish line. Quiet persistence. You won't need to force things today. By taking small, deliberate actions, you can make significant structured progress toward your goals. If you're career focused, this is a fantastic time for making realistic career moves, setting healthy boundaries, and taking charge of your professional responsibilities. So, that is what this sextile will be bringing to us from Mars Saturn. Okay? Um, so let me do a bit of channeling and see what we have. Momentum, getting into the groove, getting your balance back, setting your ducks in a row is what I'm hearing. Grafting some things. I'm hearing something about skin irritation and scrubbing, just scrubbing. So again, there's that cleaning up of things. Um, I'm hearing a restructuring and something being very captivating, coming to conclusions and closing out old chapters. There's something hidden and something that needs to be improved. You're going to begin to regulate some things where the heart is concerned, is what I'm hearing. So you're going to be taking a breath or a break, actually, is what I just heard. But I also heard breath and pause and breathe. Um, yeah, I'm hearing something about dietary stuff as well. So that may go with the health message. They all, again, like I shared yesterday, they all tie into one another. So let's see what business and career has to say to us. We're using again the Divine Abundance Oracle deck. I'm hearing smooth sailing, and I'm seeing someone saying smooth sailing as you're closing out this chapter. Um, Something is surreptitious and you're graduating. I'm hearing something about dry bones, but also books, reading. I'm still hearing about breathing, breath work. I resonate with that part because I'm still a bit under. I'm feeling better, but I am feeling weak. So I'm not feeling strong. My strength is still pretty low and a bit jittery. Um, Business and career, most high. Business and career for the collective. have to breathe, y'all. This is the circumference of your radius. This is the right to take action, is what the card is saying. It says, should have kept my glasses on. Oh, let me put them back on, y'all. My apologies. Oh, I have no idea. A parigraha literally means let everything that wants to go, go, and everything that wants to come, come. So I guess that goes back to what the top of the message with what's going on in the sky. What they were saying in that message basically is, if you want to keep it, then you can keep it. That's still the same thing, whatever you want to do away with. You have a right to act on either of those things. You have the right to take a stance. I'm hearing to improve your goals, to gather yourself, to gather your resources. Um, this is about being constructive, reconstructed. I'm hearing something about galleons and merry men and boys conducting themselves in different ways to improve how they're handling monetary gains. This is about affluence and getting your ducks in a row again, being brave. This is a stock point, so maybe some of you guys may be looking into the stock. Looking at your graphs, maybe things that you have jotted down. Maybe this is a great season to do some I'm hearing deficits as well. So I was going to say journaling, but documenting. It was really the word I was looking for. In order to keep things consistent, doing your book work, making sure that the math is mathing, being more strategic, even copywriting some things is what I just heard. For things that are in your jurisdiction. Maybe someone is writing a book, or if someone is writing a book, maybe you should get your copyrights or your trademarks. You can inherit several things to make it smoother once you do these things. Spell check and correct things, and speak things out into the earth. I'm hearing the word buoyancy. Um, billable calls or billable pause. Putting things on hold is a stock. I'm hearing is a stock or the class direct. Mm, make things smoother, make things easier. You're gonna. This is a clean slate, is what I'm hearing, and you're gonna bury your old methodologies. You're gonna bury those. This is a clean slate. They keep saying that. You're gonna wipe things clean. You're gonna dream bigger. And you're gonna characterize yourself in a different way and come out of that villainous stage. This is a course correction. Okay. Wherever you have been stealing from yourself, taking from yourself, or wherever you feel that someone else was doing that to you, towards you, you have the right to do that. So that's the right to action. You have the right to clean things up, to concrete and solidify your old slave immaterial ways. Okay? So don't get caught out there. Call things back towards you as well for those things that you would like to have. Stop mishandling yourself, because if you are not thinking about how you're moving, or you're not documenting or journaling what you're trying to bring into being, you're corrupting your system, your own inherited vices or internal vices, where you are trying to inherit certain things, meaning where you're trying to bring things towards yourself. Okay, so that's where they stop. Yeah, I'm hearing communication and thinking things through. Call things back. That's where your reward will come as well, to make things smoother. I keep hearing about this gallant prince. So maybe there's a masculine out there, or just those of us who are feminine, where we're connecting. This is work, it's work related. So the masculine is where it shows up in our feminine bodies when we are being action oriented. So being gallant, means that you're kind of showing up is what I'm hearing, to improve, to, I'm hearing to dust things off, clean things up. I'm hearing this is a spiritual dynamic as well. Um, the number 3 always shows up in my messages, and how you conduct yourself. So I guess this is saying allow the spirit realm, the universe, your higher selves to assist you in your journey, but clean things up, make things smoother and more palatable. Okay, I'm hearing the word conjunct, and I know that has to do with how the planets move as well, but they're not mentioning any planets, so maybe that will show up in a later message. So let us see what's going on with our health. Y'all see I'm kind of struggling to speak, but it's okay. It's time for me to wake back up. I've been in my little tune for enough days. Hopefully I won't have to go back into them or back into it. Why did I say them? Um, Ask me some questions. Do y'all have any questions? Um, I'm hearing remember me. You're inheriting a certain dietary call or plausible event. Something is being conducted with your inhabitants and your creature comforts and your salivary glands. Something about how things are tasting. Um, your your court system is changing. You've been like a court jester. Things are inconclusive where your body has been contaminated. You've been doing an injustice to your body. So this is a season for cleaner and healthier eating, regulating your system, being more about your goddess's business where your body is concerned. Hence, they're bringing the word back, tune back up to me. Hence, why basically I have been in the tune because I was not regulating my system. Um, I was out one day last week at the park, and I chose to have a small picnic there, and that was when the news was speaking about that parasite, those parasites. I remember one of my messages I spoke about the parasites. So that was me. They're saying misbehaving, not thinking before I acted. So I always keep wipes with me. I always keep hand sanitizers with me, but I know how I am already myself. I'm very particular, but that day I was starving and I just decided to go ahead and eat. And I used what I had, but I guess that's probably what made me sick at the end of the day. So um, I'm sharing all that to say what they're saying is be mindful of how you are putting yourself out there where food is concerned, because it is going to corrupt your system in your dietary causes. Um, if you don't get yourself together, how you're seeing yourself, it's about you improving every inch of who you are. You're, yeah. So comparison, the number 34 with the number 7, which is spirit, and I did mention the universe and spirit, and then number 3, community as well. So maybe someone is comparing themselves to someone else, how you're feeling about yourself, how you're seeing yourself. Keep hearing conjunctivitis. That's a health issue, isn't it? Small way of thinking, rude remarks, glasses, you can't see, you can't think, you are comparing yourself. Someone is out here looking at someone else, comparing themselves. Okay, and it's your duty to get yourself back together and to no longer do that, in spite of how you're showing yourself or conducting yourself. This is an inspiration to be seen, is what I'm hearing. So you're going to start rewarding yourself in this season. Okay? Stop and smell the roses and complete how you view and perceive who you are, and do the shadow work. Um, you're cleansing your body, you're eating healthier, you're regulating your heart and improving your vision of who you are. You're no regrets about who you are, how you are seeing you. Nothing more, nothing less. Okay? This this is about teamwork as well and coming together as a group. That's the number three again. So this is about closure again on your healthy appetites and how you are feeling and seeing and consuming. And yeah, but also do breath work. Do breath work. So this has to do as well for me. I know since I have been down a bit, I haven't been able to be committed to my fascia and my nervous system regulation as I like to be. I've still been trying to do it, but I can't. That's how weak I've been. That's how sick my stomach has been. Really raw, really just sick, just disgustingly sick. So it's about getting into that though, um, regulating your system, um, working your cells, massaging yourself, again, doing warm baths as needed, you know, the intake of the foods, how your appetite is, slow down on who you are feeding as well. Okay, really, as they were saying, who you are feeding, what you are feeding yourself, but also who you are bringing into yourself. So um, they're pointing to the ear and the eye. So this is the view and the perception of the intentions, being well intended. So are you conforming to someone else's storyline? Are you trying to be someone else? This is dirty work, is what I'm hearing. Sometimes others may be a bit, the spirit realm or word is saying, beneath you. So this is about closure. In saying that, I'm saying sometimes you and the other person may not match. Your energy may not fit. So be mindful in that because that will make you sick as well. I was just watching it's a comedy movie. Mark Wahlberg and Joaquin Woodbine, Lou Diamond Phillips. Oh, the big hit. I used to love that movie. It's corny, it's cheesy, but it's good, and I like all of them. Especially Joaquin. He does not get enough credit to me, but yeah. Um, and y'all know how simple mind he was in that movie. It's on YouTube if y'all want to go watch it, but yeah, he was not simple mind. Let me not even, why am I saying that? How timid. That's the word. He was so timid. Yeah, he's a hitman out there killing people. You know, he's too busy comparing, basically, himself, which not necessarily comparing, but he was just so concerned about whether someone liked him or not. And that's that, what did the girl say? Is y'all know what I'm trying to say? It's codependency and all that stuff. Like what? And so we all went through that in our own seasons. Everybody has gone through that in some way. Some, well, let me say somebody has. Many of us have. So yeah, this is an injustice is what the spirit realm is saying. So conduct yourself accordingly to who you are. Back to the point. Just stop being concerned about other people because you have your own journey. If not, if someone doesn't like you, then what does that matter? Okay, that was long, and I can barely breathe, child. That was me running my own mouth. Let's see what's going on with love and relationships real quick. Regroupment, catastrophes, um, solar agreements. can't get right, just bringing Lakeem up again. I like everything he was in. I was looking at his history today as well. He's been in a lot of stuff outside of life, outside of, uh, like I said, a big hit. He has a pretty good history. And, you know, I'm like, yeah, I like Lakeem. So, love and relationships, communication. Keep three things in mind. Can you trust yourself? Can you trust yourself? Can you gather yourself? Can you get over hindrances and failures? This is about deliberation and quiet time again. So quiet time is still here. Some things are stuck in the air is what I'm hearing. And things are suggestive, or maybe you should suggest some things to clear the air, to come to conclusions, or maybe someone has jumped to conclusions. Something or someone may have been wreaking havoc due to doors maybe being slammed or closed. This is about closure though, and this is about things being indefinite, and again corroboration, cleaning. This is about you being willing to do the work, to make things begin to math, to make things be in divine order for you. Remember our message yesterday was divine help. So yeah, work that out. Okay, willingness. We used this card showed up for us yesterday. I think it was, I don't know where it was, but I remember pulling it. Willingness. You are able to compromise if the end result is love. So this is about your character traits and blending in as well with others. So even though, I'm just going back here, even though I'm hearing shadow work, even though they are different sizes, they do look alike. This is them, one of them copying the other maybe, or trying to show up as the other in some way. But if you care for that person enough, are you willing to do the work to make things be in divine order so that you can fit, so that you can match? You're committing. This is commitment again, and closure. Commitment and closure. No disrespect. Using a certain dialogue. Being more friendly. Closing sinking ships. Again, dialogue. Something may have been misfortunate and you just couldn't get it right. I'm hearing Crabtree. Maybe it was sour. Maybe it was sour. Maybe it wasn't palatable and it brought confusion. So now you're going to bring closure. Just just send it back as well is what I'm hearing. Send the confusion back. Change your dialogue. Change the way you commit. Change, change the way you see the other person. Simplify it. Regulate it. Okay, inherit a new system. Again, these regulations to these systems does not have to necessarily be your body. It could be your environment as well. So, you know, break the mold is what I just heard. This is definitely course correction where things have been deficient. I'm hearing something about copyright again. Things have been slinging back and forth. I'm hearing something about UNICEF. So maybe being a giver, and then okay, they just showed to me being you're giving something, but then you're taking it back. That's codependency as well. I'm hearing in the reference of this stage line or this teamwork. You're gonna break that bond because there are things that need to be confessed in those types of bonds, and shadow work that needs to be taken care of in those types of bonds. You're cleaning up old habits that you have inherited. Those habits are deficient. you know, and I've been in relationships like that before, a couple of them, where my person would give me something, but they would take it back if they got upset. So, and I always thought that was just so tacky, not necessarily petty, just tacky. So, Most High is saying improve that because that brings static into the storyline. It's a waste of time, is what they're saying. So, this is a new journey where you are going to begin to pause and think before you act. And I'm feeling like we're back to the top of the message, word action, and also the top of the message, literally, with what's going on in the sky. The action, the word action. How are you acting? I'm hearing Tyrese. How you gonna up and leave me now? How you gonna act like that? That's what I'm hearing. So how are you acting? It's an imposition. So shh is what I'm hearing. Be quiet, stand back. I'm hearing standoffish. Show up as you need. Okay, I get why they said that. So this is about you taking a break when you're coming together and you feel like you're about to compete with one another. You feel like you're about to argue with one another. Because this looks kind of like a standoff, kind of ish, not really ish, but yeah. So when you feel like you're getting ready to come into battle, you know, think, step back, pause, and correct your energy. I'm hearing before the dance off, before the face off, because you don't want the ship to sink. You want things to stay stable. And you want to be honest and honorable and confess the dirty work as well that you have done. That's what they're saying. Okay. So yeah. So all right, y'all. I feel that that is where we are going with today's message. And I hope that you all receive something from it. I thank you all for connecting with the channel and the platform today. And I hope that you all will stick around. I hope that you all will begin to comment, like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to check out the description box. And yeah, all right. Love you all much and have a great day. Be safe out here in these streets as well.